Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2988 of What's She Up To Now, documenting the journey. And I'm on a new journey, a little bit of a new journey. Just it's a continually evolving journey, right? All of us are here to live our life and have different experiences. And every once in a while, we do a little tweak or we change something up to have a new experience. And I signed up to do that last week, and it's coming into full force and full swing this week, and it's called the 100. I don't know what that is, but I guarantee that at the end of 90 days, you're going to know what that is because I'm going to share a lot about it. I'm going to document my experience here in this particular group and page and community because I can. It's my place for doing that. It's all about documenting the journey as I came from the offline brick and mortar corporate world of businesses to the online world. I did that in 2017. I started to learn about the online world. And of course, like everybody else, I was scared to death to do video. So I did not do them. I talked myself out of it for a year. And then in 2018, I was challenged by a group of amazing human beings who I love and adore to this day that we got together. There were about 100 or so of us when we started. And I think 6 or 7 of us actually finished the challenge to do a video every day. It could be about any topic we wanted, but it was just to go to a safe place and practice showing up and doing a video. And that impacted all of us so much. I think there's actually a few of us still doing content on a really regular basis, video content and showing up. I think I'm probably the extreme of that. I think I've shown up again just for this segment 2,988 days. And of that, one, I had COVID and I could not get off the couch, much less have a voice or stop coughing to create videos. And the other was not too long ago, it got late and I didn't do this particular video. I did my other 2 because I do 3 a day. But I didn't get to this one. I can't remember what the circumstances were around it, but it's a big deal to me because I made that commitment to myself to miss a day. So today we're talking about communication all this month, and we're actually hopping into the SOAP framework as well this week. And so we have to think of an area of communication that we want to improve. I like to apply the SOAP framework, the simple 4-step process, to any challenge, any problem that I'm facing, because that helps me to really quickly and easily come up with the best solution right now to deal with that. And the vast majority of the things that pop up in our life for challenges and problems, if we just deal with them right away, then they're not a challenge or a problem anymore. It's when we procrastinate and put them off and try not to think about them and stuff them down and hide them and pretend they don't exist that we end up with blown up crazy challenges that we never would have had in the first place had we dealt with it when it was a little bitty thing. But we like to blow things out of proportion and then create all kinds of problems for ourselves. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Great question, right? Why do I do that? That's a good question for ourselves today. So we also talked about in the Supersize challenges, asking questions, asking better questions. I really learned this, and the lesson was really brought home to me. I learned it from Jim Rohn and then Tony Robbins back, 5 decades ago. I hate to admit that, but yeah, 5 decades ago. And the quality of our questions, and there's two topics here for me. One is asking for help. I am a reformed non-asker for helper because sometimes all we have to do is ask the question and ask for help, and boom, everything opens up for us. And it took me decades to learn that particular lesson about the power of asking questions. And I feel bad because a friend of mine, Kevin, who passed away, yikes, 5-6 years ago, maybe longer now, that was the one thing he tried to hammer into me because he knew that was the thing that was holding me back. And then asking better questions for all the reasons that I shared in the other 2 challenges. That's all I've got today. I've got a packed week this week, more than a packed week into next weekend. I've got a 3-day intensive, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've got a bunch of stuff going on this week for the 100 and a bunch of stuff going on this week for another group that I'm participating in, and doing 2 challenges in that group simultaneously because I don't have enough to do. Right? And then there's life. We always have to do life as well. So asking a better question is, how am I going to slay in all of these areas this week? Because my subconscious will help me to do that. So keep that in mind. Always ask a better question of yourself as well as other people. All right. Have an amazing day. If you need help, just ask. Again, you'll probably have the answer before I can even answer it or give you my 2 cents worth on it because of the power of our willingness to be open to seeing the answer and asking. All right. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, see you tomorrow. Bye.